everyone. I am the Wolf Cook, and welcome to the Wolf Kitchen. If this is your first time to my channel, you will be glad you stopped by. Just keep on watching, and I'll show you why. Today, I will be making a fried seafood platter. I will probably eat too much, but that won't even matter. My seafood platter will consist of lobster, shrimp, and fried fish. And it's not a secret, this is one of my favorite dishes. And we are going to have some sweet potato fries and some regular fries too. It's going to taste good to me, and it's going to taste good to you. And as always, with my step-by-step instructions, you can make this in your own kitchen. It's going to be and wolf-a-licking. Now, before we get started, I would like to recognize a YouTube channel who made a video unboxing my wolfcook merchandise and making one of my dishes. And that channel is Meat and I. They recreated my ribeye steak recipe with mashed potatoes. It looked so good, I thought I made it. Everyone, please check out their YouTube channel, Meat and I. They are great and will be delighted you stopped by. Now, for those of you who are visiting my channel for the very first time, or you still have not yet subscribed, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and let's get started. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the ingredients. And all the ingredients can be found right there in the descriptions. First, we're going to start off with we have our 3 fish fillets. Next, we have our 3 lobster tails. And I left the tails and the lobsters just like the shrimp. Next, we have our tail-on butterfly shrimp. Here we have regular frozen French fries. Next, frozen sweet potato fries. 1 sliced lemon. Dried parsley flakes. We may or may not use it. Next, we have 1/8 of a cup of olive oil, black pepper, and sea salt. We also have some water that we're going to add to the olive oil. And next, we have the Zatarain fish fry. And this is a pre-seasoned fish fry, crispy southern. It already has all the ingredients that I need. And I also have a brush. And now I'm going to use the oil and the water to baste. And now I'm going to bring this all together. Now I'm going to add my fish fry to a large mixing bowl. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. Now I'm going to mix my olive oil and water. Next, I'm going to add some black pepper. Then I'm going to take my brush and mix it around. Next, I'm going to baste my fish, and I do this so the seasoning can stick to the fish. I'm going to baste all 3 fillets, and then I'm going to turn them over and do the same thing. Now that I have finished with the basting, it is time to coat them with the fish fry. Now that I have finished coating all 3 of my fish fillets, it is time for me to cook them in the deep fryer. I have preheated my deep fryer for 350 degrees. I have also preheated my oven for 175 degrees. This will keep my food warm while the other food is finished cooking. My deep fryer has finished preheating, and now it is time to add the fish. I'm going to add the first 2 fillets to the bottom of the basket. Then once I've lowered the basket into the oil, I'm going to add the 3rd fillet. And I'm going to let this cook for 7 minutes. I'm going to do my lobster tails the same way I did the fish. I'm going to start off by adding some more oil, water, and black pepper to my mixture. I'm going to give it a quick stir. Then I'm going to start coating the lobster tail. I'm going to coat both sides of the lobster tails. And now they are ready to coat with the fish fry. I'm going to start by adding some more fish fry to the bowl. Then I'm going to start coating each lobster tail. Now that I've finished coating the lobster tails, it is time to check on the fish. It's coming up on 7 minutes, and now it's time to check the fish. And they look good. The fish is golden brown. I'm going to remove them from the oil and place them on a wire rack. As I stated earlier, I have preheated my oven to 175 degrees. This will keep my fish from getting cold while the rest of my food finish cooking. Now I'm going to add the lobster tails to the basket. When I have finished adding all three, now I'm going to drop them into the oil. Now I'm going to let them cook for 4 minutes or until golden brown. As you can see, I have only slightly butterflied them. This prevents them from curling up into a ball. Now I'm going to coat them like I did the fish and the lobster. And I'm going to coat both sides of the shrimp. And now that that is finished, I'm going to coat them with the fish fry. Now that's finished, it is time to remove the lobster tail and put the shrimp into the deep fryer. It has been 4 minutes, and now it's time to check on the lobster. Oh yeah, they look good. Look everyone, look at that. I'm going to remove them and put on the cooling rack with the fish and place back in the oven to stay warm. Now it's time to add the shrimp. Now that all the shrimp are added, I'm going to let this cook for 3 minutes. Now it has been 3 minutes later, and now it's time to check on the shrimp. Oh yeah, they look good. Now I'm going to remove them and put on the cooling rack. Now I'm going to add the sweet potato fries. I'm going to drop them into the oil, and I'm going to cook these for 4 minutes. It has been 4 minutes later, and now it's time to check on the sweet potato fries. They look done. Now I'm going to sprinkle some sea salt on them. Now I'm going to dump them on the cooling rack. And now it's time to add the regular French fries. Now I'm going to lower them into the oil, and I'm going to let these cook for 4 minutes. It has been 4 minutes later, and now we are going to check the fries. And they came out perfect. Now I'm just going to place these on the cooling rack. And now I'm going to add some salt And now it's time to plate. Now, if you're going to call this a seafood platter, you must use a platter to plate. First, I'm going to add the sweet potato fries. Now I'm going to add the regular French fries. Now I'm going to add the butterfly shrimp. Now it's time for the lobster tails. And now I'm going to add the fried fish. And now I'm going to add this sliced lemon. Next, I'm going to add the ketchup. And then lastly, I'm going to add the tartar sauce. There you go, everybody. Fried seafood platter with fish, lobster tail, shrimp, sweet potato fries, and regular fries. Then we have our ketchup and tartar sauce. Now for the taste test. This is my second favorite part of the video where I'll check to see if my food is tender and moist. What is my favorite part? Eating it, of course. Now for the taste test. First, I'm going to try a regular French fry. Oh yeah, it's good. Now I'm going to try me a sweet potato fry. That salt and the sweetness from the fry is really good. Now I'm going in for a shrimp. Let me just pick out a good one. Look at that shrimp. That's good. And now for the favorite. I'm going to try me a piece of lobster tail. Look at that fried lobster. Now before I try it, I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice on it. I'm going to take this slice of lemon and now I'm going to squeeze some juice over the lobster tail. Oh my goodness. This tastes so good. That first bite is amazing. Now I'm going in for another. Look at that, everyone. Well, everyone, as you can see, my seafood platter is done, and it looks wolfalicious. You know, the Wolfcook motto is, I will show you how to make restaurant quality dishes in your own kitchen without that restaurant price. And this meal did not disappoint. I want to thank everyone who keep coming back to my channel. I really appreciate it. Now, before I go, this is the time for you to hit that subscribe button, that like button, the notification bell, share this video, and leave a comment. And please tell your family, your friends, co-workers, and even those neighbors to tune in to watch Wolfcook cook these delicious restaurant quality meals. Again, thanks for watching and see you soon.